What is going on, guys? My name is Martin and today we are talking audio. So let's say you want to become a filmmaker. First thing you are probably going to do is to invest in some camera gear. You are going to buy a camera, a lens, a tripod, a gimbal, maybe even a slider. And most people are forgetting about audio. Well, maybe you can get away with it for some time because you may start with filming B-rolls and some kind of other montage sequences where you don't need to record audio. But as soon as you want to start your own YouTube channel or film your first interview, you will soon realize that audio is a huge part of filmmaking. In this video, I would like to tell you how you can get a decent sounding audio and not to break a bank. You have basically two possibilities on how you can start recording your audio. So the first and probably the easiest approach is to record in-camera audio. However, I'm not talking about built-in camera microphones. And if you are using DSLR or mirrorless cameras, the preamps are really not that good at all. I will recommend something like the Rode VideoMic Pro, which I'm recording on right now. My second tip on in-camera audio recording is to get your microphone as close to your subject as possible. I, for example, use a mic stand for my Rode VideoMic Pro, and it is currently just out of frame here, and it's picking clean and nice sounding audio. So the one major rule of recording audio is to get your microphone as close to the source of your audio as possible. As for the settings, I'm using the Rode VideoMic Pro at plus 20 dB, and I have also turned on the high pass filter, and in my camera I have dialed back the gain to plus 2. So this approach is really great for shooting this kind of videos like YouTube videos, interviews, and so on, but it's also great for vlogging. Well, the second approach you can use is to record off-camera audio. So for this approach you will need an external audio recorder, like for example the Zoom H1, which is really small and handy. And you will also need a microphone, and I'm using this Rode SmartLav Plus. Recording off-camera audio gives you extra flexibility in post-production because you are recording your audio to a separate file and you are not relying on the in-camera preamps, so the audio should really be much better. Well, another advantage of this approach is that you can mic up multiple people at once. It will really depend on how many of these recorders do you have, or if your recorder has multiple microphone inputs. Well, if you want to get higher quality audio on low budget, I will recommend getting the Tascam DR60 Mark II external recorder. Well, this recorder is really not that new on market, but it's still really capable, it's still higher quality than your DSLR or mirrorless camera, and what's the best, it's cheap. What's best about this recorder is that it has basically 4 microphone inputs. That means you can mic up to 4 people at once. The DR60 Mark II has 2 XLR microphone inputs which are combined with the jack microphone inputs, and there is also one combined 3.5mm microphone input. Since the channel 1 and channel 2 are XLR inputs, that means you can plug in condenser microphones, shotgun microphones, and you can use them with the phantom power for these 2 channels. I will not go deep into this device now, but if you want me to make a full review of the DR60 Mark II, let me know down in comments and I'll be really happy to make this review for you. Now, as for the lower budget microphones, I've recently upgraded to this little guy here, which is the Rode NTG2. It is a shotgun condenser microphone and it's powered by phantom power, or you can plug in AA batteries. This is also not a new thing on the market, but for the price of this microphone you will get a decent sounding audio. Okay, so now let me give you some audio samples where I will compare the sound of the Rode NTG2 plugged directly into the Tascam DR60 Mark II and the Rode VideoMic Pro. So for the purpose of testing these microphones, I am going to read a sentence or two from this instruction manual, which comes with the Rode NTG2. So let's get started with the first sample. The Rode NTG2 requires power to operate. This needs to be supplied via 48-volt phantom power supply, which is available from most professional video cameras or mixing consoles. Additionally, you have the option of using an internal 1.5 AA battery. The NTG2 incorporates a switchable high-pass filter set at 80 Hz. This can be used when you wish to remove low-frequency noise that is not a part of your intended sound source. Remember, however, the tonal characteristics will be affected by this, so it is important that you listen to the sound with and without the high-pass filter in circuit before deciding if it's appropriate for the source. Well, in my opinion, both of these microphones are really great low-budget audio recording solutions. When you are starting out with filmmaking, you cannot go wrong with both of these solutions. If you are mostly going to record interviews, I will recommend getting the DR60 Mark II with the Rode NTG2. On the other hand, if you are going to make vlogs or any kind of run and gun shooting, I will definitely go for the Rode VideoMic Pro. Well, that's it for today, guys. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. And if you like it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.